So hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. This is a homeowner episode. We haven't done a lot of these in a while because we haven't been homeowning very well. But anyways, let me show you what we're doing today and probably tomorrow. We have a driveway and we are starting to seal the concrete on our driveway again because it's been about 3 years. The only difference is we are experimenting with what type of concrete sealers to use because we didn't want to buy new stuff, we wanted to use the old stuff. So here's what we're doing so far. So the stuff we normally use is this Rust-Oleum brand, rock solid. We only had about maybe a third of a can left, so we used that. And for those of you who know us, Kara's mom lives next door, and she has a lot of things in the garage that, we'll just say they're vintage. They're not old, they're vintage. And what we decided to try out is Thompson's water seal, except if you look, it still has the paper sticker on it. So we don't really know how old this is, and if you listen, it's chunky. So that's why I filtered it. So there's white chunks in there. So we don't know how well that's gonna go. But it's like, we're gonna make the mistakes so you don't have to. But here's what it looks like so far. This is the concrete that has not had the water sealer on it. This has the water sealer on it. And so far the majority of it has been the old Thompson's water seal. But over here in this corner where it's a little milky, that's where I used up the remainder of the Rust-Oleum. So yeah, it's a different color, but we'll see how well it performs. We're gonna need to get another 2 gallons, maybe 6. Oh God. Because if 1 coat was enough, we need to add 2 coats. So there is some I found on Amazon, but we do have to get milk and eggs today. So we might stop at the local hardware store that's in the middle of nowhere and see if they have something we might get. Depends on the price, depends on how we feel. So that's where we are right now, everybody. But in addition to that, I'll show you what Kara's doing. Hey, buddy.
Oh, God.
What you doing?
What are you doing? I'm not painting.
Ooh. So the deck, we're about a year behind.
Yeah, it should have been last year, but it's this year. But I think we go above and beyond what a lot of people do. They'll just power wash it. We actually sanded it, at least the floorboards.
So
and of course, the day that it's colder, or supposedly colder, I'm sweating my butt off. And the day that was supposed to be warmer, we're both up here freezing.
Now you know, everybody.
Anyway,
But if you ever have a wood deck,
irrelevant.
you have to manage it. So if you want to get a wood deck, people, our suggestion is, what's our suggestion?
Composite.
Yeah, composite. Don't get wood.
I do like the look of wood, but how much extra do you put in with material and time just to maintain it so it doesn't look abandoned and unloved?
So that's what we're doing today. We're finishing the big deck. We're putting a seal coat on the concrete driveway, and we'll let you know how it goes. And we'll probably do film in a couple of days so we can see if our experiment on the driveway actually worked or if it was a complete nightmare.
Well, I don't think you can really hurt concrete
Never know.
without a jackhammer. Maybe if I snow blow it really stupidly.
So all you little art babies out there that watch this video that are fresh homeowners,
Get a 4-inch brush.
like I said before,
Lick it.
we'll do the mistakes so you won't have to.
True. Yes. Save you a step.
Well, we'll let you know how it goes later. So we went to the store, we bought some new stuff. So brand new, but we also found a third one of old stuff. It's not as old. The only way I can tell is the price tag on this one is $7.88 and the price tag on this one is $10.99. So yes, it still has a paper sticky price tag on it. It's still old, still rusty, but we're still gonna try it out. And then whatever we have left, we're going to use the brand new stuff, and we'll probably need a second coat on stuff tomorrow. We won't know until we do a water test to see if it beads up. So, So Now we are going to finish it off with the new stuff. And then we let it sit for a day. I'll check it out tomorrow. But before that happens, and just for you people at home, the 3 old cans were completely clear, whereas this new can is super milky. So I'm not sure how good the old cans are, because yeah, the new stuff looks just like milk. The old cans look just like water. Well, like we said at the beginning of the video, our mistake is your gain. No. We said something smart and poignant. I don't remember what it is, but if we make a mistake, everybody will learn from it. And if we make a mistake, don't do it. Boy, if this was off camera, it'd really look bad, wouldn't it? So hey everybody, it has been a little over 24 hours and we are going to check to see whether or not all or none of the concrete sealers actually did their job. I shouldn't say I'm a little surprised. I'm not surprised at all. That you can definitely tell a difference where all 3 of them are. So let's go check them out. And then I'm going to do a splash test to see if we need to put another coat of the new stuff on, because that's what we have. So you can notice in the corner, that's where I put the rock solid concrete sealer that was 3 years old. That has a different look to it than the majority of it, which had the really old stuff. But then the brand new stuff, you can see that has a completely different color too. So all 3 of them, very different. But now I have some water. I'm gonna do a splash test, meaning according to the back of the instructions on pretty much all of them, you put some water on. If it beads up, it's cured. Not cured. It's sealed. It's sealed. If it absorbs, and you need more. So let's see what happens. So this is the 3-year-old rock solid. Oh, wow. Rad. Look at that. Oh, wow. That stuff's great. So that's cool. So over here is the majority of... Ooh, that's not too bad. Wow, that's impressive actually. I'm gonna leave that there to see if it absorbs. Now let's check the brand new stuff. Ooh, that looks good too. Wow. So you can see the wet spots and... Weird, I did not expect that. Let's just keep going. Wow. So, balls. It all beads up. It's like, I did not expect that at all, especially from the old stuff. And if you remember the old stuff, it was so old it had a paper tag on it. A paper price tag. It's like, it's not the 80s anymore, people. The new stuff and the 3-year-old stuff were super milky, whereas my old stuff was clear, so it was clearly not mixed well. It's like, so I'm gonna leave these little bubbles on. Bubbles. I'm gonna leave the water on there to see if it gets absorbed, but it's like, okay, we're gonna walk away. We're walking away for a little bit. So, I guess in conclusion, the old stuff sealed it just... I shouldn't say that. The old stuff did seal. Not as good as the new stuff or the 3-year-old stuff. So I guess the best test would be do a follow-up video in a year to see if it's still sealed, how well it is. Because the brand new stuff I have, it said you need one coat of it, and you should only have to do it, I don't know how long. I didn't read that part. But usually from our research, it's been about 3 years. Really doesn't matter if it needs to be coated again because it's absorbing water, recoat it. I hope everybody learned a little bit from this little homeowner episode. I did not think the old stuff would work at all. I just wanted to try it out, but it did. Now you know, everybody, if you have some old concrete sealer and it's chunky and it's not mixed, it's still gonna seal your concrete somewhat. Results are not in yet because we have to wait. So wait for another video in about a year. So thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate it. Thanks to our patrons who now know a little bit more about us and support us doing all this stupid stuff, because I'm a tight Pollock that didn't want to buy new concrete sealer, and I used maybe 20-30-year-old crap because, you know, we had it, might as well use it. So thanks for watching again, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye. So I thought the video was done, but it's not. It's been a half an hour later since we checked the water, and everything is still beating up. So let me show you. Even it didn't absorb. Here, let me show you. The old stuff, the other stuff. So on the back of the can of the new concrete sealer, it did say your environment will vary, so do a splash test every single year. So that's what we're going to do. Like I mentioned before, we'll have a splash test in about a year to see if the old stuff holds up as well as the new stuff, as it holds up to the 3-year-old stuff. So now it's the end of the video, everybody. And I don't have to do concrete stuff anymore. So see you next time. Bye. Hey everybody, little update. It's been a week and a half to 2 weeks since I stained the concrete, and it has been raining all day and yesterday, so about 2 days straight. I thought I'd show you what all the different test patches kind of look like on the concrete. It's really interesting. So this was the brand new stuff, the Thompsons water seal, and oh Jesus, falling over. And it is still beating up, so that looks good, but it does look wet. When you go over here to the main part, this was the old stuff. It is definitely not beating up, so I'm wondering how much protection we actually have on there. And the most surprising is over here. This was the 3-year-old Rust-Oleum Rock Solid, I think it was called. And it's like, wow, that did not absorb at all. It's still beating up like the very first day, so that's cool. So those are the results after about a week and a half to 2 weeks. And the most expensive one was the Rock Solid Rust-Oleum. I think it's Rock Solid, but the Rust-Oleum, that's about $30 a gallon, I think, when I bought it. It'll be down below in case you're interested, but I guess you get what you pay for. So when the second part of this video comes out next year, we'll see how well they actually hold up a year after. So there's your update. Thanks. Bye. Bye. See ya.